Hey guys, what is going on? The Zip of RageQuitTV gonna be casting a game between EG.StrifeCro. He spawns as the Yellow Zerg, and this guy did decent at MLG just recently. He didn't do superb. The only notable player he knocked out of the tournament was in control. He did lose in the open brackets to Gated, and he is playing against RSVP from Team Complexity. He is spawning as the Teal Protoss, and he did not go to MLG. I don't really know anything about this player besides that he plays in a lot of Go for StarCraft 2 cups, which this may actually be. This was a MLG version, and well, it's yellow and teal. Katu is watching this, so maybe this was a Go for StarCraft 2 because he plays in them so often. He does pretty well in the Go for StarCraft 2 cups. He always makes it near the finals. Cats is going to be throwing a gas. Oh no. Wait, I said cats. Hello ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? The Zip of RageQuitTV gonna be casting a game between evil geniuses StrifeCro, who spawns as that Yellow Zerg on the top position of Antiga Shipyard, and over in the south we have Complexity's RSVP. They do spawn top and bottom on opposite sides, so they are completely cross positions on Antiga Shipyard's RSVP. He doesn't do too much. Well, he doesn't that came out wrong. He doesn't have that many things to his name. He's on Team Complexity, obviously, so he's pretty good. He plays in a lot of the weekly tournaments and does fairly well in them. And also, well, he is pretty high up in the ladder. I don't know if he's Master or Grandmaster, but I do know he plays against a lot of the good people. He is going to be going for a 9 pylon. And over here, we have StrifeCro. This guy is a pretty good Zerg. However, he did not do that well in the most recent MLG. He got knocked out of the winner's bracket by Gated, I believe, and over in the losers he took out In Control, and then who did he lose to? I actually forgot who he lost to, but yeah, he took out In Control. This is the guy who knocked In Control out of the tournament, and that's pretty much all I know from MLG about these players. We did see him do a gas deal, and I'm curious if he's going to go for a hatch first or a pool first. I'm guessing he's going to be going pool first, and he better because, well, RSVP is going to be doing a forge, fast expand, and he is scouting. The pool does go down at 14. We'll see if he gets a gas or goes for a hatch, and when that gas timing actually does come out, RSVP, that probe scout is going to come, and he may be able to... Okay, that drone is just going out scout. There's no way... he's nowhere near the 300 minerals to throw down a hatch, so RSVP sees the Overlord, should know that StrifeCro is here, goes around the base, is going to see absolutely everything. No gas. The pool just now building this one drone, wants to go expand. Will this actually get off? And he's getting a Overlord, so that drone will not get the expansion. And RSVP will be taking a few hits. I'm guessing he's going to be throwing down a pylon, and this is actually going to be semi-effective. He is going to lose some minerals by canceling the pylon, not canceling, but losing the pylon. However, he will do some damage to StrifeCro. Whether it's equal or not, I don't know. And what is this? We had StrifeCro actually build a hatch and then go for an Evo chamber, blocking the Nexus. So, he says, well, if I'm not going to be able to fast expand, you aren't either. And that Evo chamber will be going up, of course. Well, I don't know if it'll get canceled. It may get canceled. We'll find out momentarily. The gateway is going up, so this pylon's going to go down. That gateway may get canceled, or he may just let it finish because that will delay the hatch for a long time. We have both these players trying to play macro, but it's just not happening. And this is actually going to do a lot of damage. Well, not a lot, but going to be doing damage to StrifeCro as he doesn't get this gas. He probably should get the gas because we can look at his saturation right now. He is max saturated, now has one extra drone. We'll see how many drones extra he has when this one hatch does finish. And the Evo chamber does complete, will be going down to this one cannon, and for StrifeCro, not StrifeCro, RSVP to get a gateway. And the broodlings are going to attack the cannon, but I don't think they are enough to do too much damage to it. The shields are down, and yeah, they only do about 30 damage do that, so not a big deal. The Nexus is going to be built. The hatch is still going up. Those are near the same time. A second queen is coming out from StrifeCro. And how many drones is he at now? So he's 3 over saturation. So he's only got like 1.5 drones idle. Every drone you have, up to 8 drones you have over the 16, is pretty much being half as efficient. So if you go and have this full 8, a full line, you really should have like 4 drones idle. That's pretty much how it works out. So we have that gateway that did indirect damage, delaying this one hatch, and StrifeCro right now has like 3 drones idle. Not the biggest deal, but it definitely does hurt a little bit, and some Zerg players may not realize that that is going to be slowing down the build. Another gas, and this may just be an extractor trick. It looks like, no, he actually wants to get these double gas right after he takes his 3rd base. Over in RageQuitTV land, well, we just have him still getting that Nexus up. Chrono boosting Whoop Gates out. And Whoop Gates should come out a little bit earlier than StrifeCro would be used to, just because he did delay this one Nexus. If this Nexus doesn't get delayed, Whoop Gates generally finishes around the 9 minutes mark, so we'll see at what time that finishes to see if he started it earlier or not. Lings are going to be poking in, just going to see what is going on. Make sure that Nexus did go up, as he did see it building, but you can always cancel it and do that type of stuff. So, knows it's up, knows it's not going to be like a MC5 gate. Instead, we have a Stargate with 4 gateways, so it looks like it's going to be like a Zealot Void Ray type pressure. That would be my guess. Another pylon is going to be built right here by RageQuitTV. I can only assume later on, I mean, he might as well, since he's going to be so close. And StrifeCro could be in trouble just because, well, there's going to be a lot of units at his doorstep very soon, but he is getting a Roach 1 plus the Evo Chamber. The Roach 1 will be able to deal with the Gateway Force, but he's going to need those Queens to deal with the Void Rays. This one creep is starting to expand. Hopefully he has all 3 bases connected, so this 3rd queen that will be right here can come back and defend against the Void Rays. One Void Ray is being built, is being chrono boosted out, and these gateways now finishing. Whoop Gates does finish around the 7:55 minute mark, so between 8:30 and 9 minutes, I would say, is normal with a fast expand. This coming out just a tad bit earlier, so StrifeCro could be getting attacked much sooner than he expects, unless he does this kind of hatch into Evo Steel quite often. But he only has a few drones out, so I don't think he knows. I don't think he's really expecting this, as he is just now getting 3 roaches. 2 roaches being built right here. The Zealot's going to be coming in. The Queen will be coming out. She will go down very quickly, and StrifeCro is in danger of losing this one hatch. There's no doubt about that, but he is going to be saving these drones. Actually, the drone's going to be put off to attack that Zealot. And the Zealot does go down, 1 drone does fall, 1 roach is popped out, the Queen gets taken out, and we have a lot more Zealots whooping in here, as RageQuitTV has a pylon right here. And this hatch looks like it is doomed to go down. Some nice micro from StrifeCro to take out that 1 Zealot with minimal losses. But again, he lost a Queen, which would help deal with his Void Ray, and he lost the hatch. And it looks like RageQuitTV is going to be happy with that and just go back home, as he does know roaches are out, and this one Void Ray is going to be picking off Overwood. So StrifeCro is in some trouble. He is getting his layer up. He is getting missile attack level 1, so I'm assuming he will be transitioning into Hydras. While we have RageQuitTV going for a Twilight Council, he could go into Charge Lots or Blink Stalkers. Charge Lots do okay against Hydras. My guess would be Blink Stalkers and Sentries, and just go for that composition. Or maybe even Archons, and StrifeCro's response is to take this base. I don't agree with this on this map, just because if RageQuitTV wants to attack, he's going to go to this base, and this base is almost impossible for a Zerg to hold, especially if Colossus come out. I mean, this high ground right next to the middle line just makes it so hard for Zerg, as they do lack range. Charge is being built, and another thing with Void Rays, I think you could probably just sit up on this high ground and start attacking drones, then just micro back and go unseen, so those Hydras won't be able to do too much damage to these 2 Void Rays, and I'm assuming this one hatch is going to have to get cancelled. If StrifeCro did the smarter thing, I think, and built it over here, well, these roaches would be able to come in and do a little bit of counterattack if StrifeCro moved, if RageQuitTV moved out to take out the hatch up here. So on this map, I really do like Zergs just taking a base in the opposite corner of them, just because if the Protoss wants to attack it, they will be out of position. Hydras are out there so they can deal with these Void Rays. StrifeCro is forced to be on just 2 bases The third hatch is going to go up yet again, but now that he has Hydras out, he should be just fine with it. And oh, I am completely wrong. We have a Templar Archives with Storm. And we'll see how those Hydras like Storm. They don't like it at all. Two Voiders going to come in and say, "What are you doing, StrifeCro? I told you, no third base at all." The Overlord does go down. These Voiders being very careful as those Hydras are out. And the Voiders do run away as soon as the Hydras make an appearance. And looks like StrifeCro is going to go with the counterattack. This one zealot does see it. Goes down in one volley. And we have RageQuitTV getting third base up. These roaches going to be sitting on this one watchtower. Overlord does come in, or the Overseer does come in, and sees the third base timing, knows exactly when it went down because he sees it completing, and that's not good, as StrifeCro is just now completing his hatch. We have +1 air attack being researched right now from RageQuitTV, along with the Storm just about finished. More gateways coming out, but StrifeCro has a huge army, and do we have any high temples out in the field? Yes, we have 3, so he will be able to storm by the time this army actually engages his army, and that could be the saving grace right now for RageQuitTV. Going to this army tab, we can see that the army supply is way tilted into StrifeCro's favor. Here we go, all the urges going to be coming in, and that one pylon is going to go down, which will unpower those cannons. Oh no, there's a pylon in the back, and Storms do go off on those Hydras, and oh my god, those Hydras just fall so quick to the Storm, trying to take the whole damage, realizing they just can't. But this third base is most likely going to be going down to these roaches. The roaches just going to be taking up probes, and the Archon will go down before he can deal any damage whatsoever, but we have 2 Void Rays killing the roaches off, and it looks like he's just going to ignore taking out that third base. He is going to be retreating. I don't know how much I agree with that. This one pylon is still out, just hiding right here. We have a Phoenix just waiting for something to happen. And I guess StrifeCro just didn't want to lose all these roaches to take out this one Nexus, as he is rebuilding Hydras. If there was a tech switch to Colossus, well, it wouldn't be a good thing to lose all those roaches, because that's the only thing he has out right now that could actually deal okay with Colossus. They don't deal that well, but we don't have any sentries out from RageQuitTV, so the Colossus wouldn't be as good, especially if they don't have the ranged upgrade, and that's kind of odd just because no sentries with these high Templars. It could be pretty risky, and it looks like these players are complaining about a little bit of lag. That does suck. This one third base will be going down to all of these Hydras. Voidor is going to come and try to deal with it. He needs to get a few Storms off on the Hydras, and then the Void Rays will be just fine. And here we go. The High Templars are going out, storming the Roaches. The Roaches do just burrow, and there's Hydras going to go down, and now these Void Rays can just clean up. Archons do finish morphing, and the Roaches do have to pull back. More Hydras for StrifeCro just sitting at this one watchtower. Going over this word count, we do have 57 drones to 54 probes. And looks like a few changelings from StrifeCro are going to go try to hide out with this army. We still don't have any sentries from RageQuitTV. He sees all those Void Rays, he sees the Archons, High Templars, and stuff. Just going to be sitting right here. May just keep an eye out on this mineral patch. And, well, this is not being a very good changeling. He is not hiding with the army at all. And, oh my god, all those Void Rays just staring at it, but it doesn't look like he wants to attack it. He is bringing his Observer back, and does not get close enough to realize that is a changeling. We have StrifeCro again just trying to take up this gold base. I really don't like the gold base for Zerg on Antiga Shipyard. Looks like StrifeCro is going to go at it yet again. We'll see how the Storms are. Just go on these Hydras because Storms don't do too much to Roaches. Those Hydras taking a lot of damage from these Storms. So much damage going down on those Hydras before the fight engages. But didn't do enough. It doesn't look like it, but the Void is going to be able to pick off the Hydras, and then the Roaches will have to retreat yet again. These Roaches just are not having a good day. All the Hydras keep going down thanks to that Storm, and StrifeCro is going to have to find an answer to that. These Roaches are going to sacrifice themselves, taking out all of the probes at this third base. Now going to blow up, get some HP, and go at it yet again, and he's forcing the Observer to pull back. There it is. And worker kill count, 28 workers have been killed. Going back in this units tab, 56 probes to 56 drones. And now roaches from StrifeCro going to be going in to attack the natural. Going to take out this one pylon, which is powering one of those gateways and all three of those warp ins. Those do get canceled. Nothing really lost. He just has to remorph them in. Another void ray is being built out of this one Stargate. And now the roach is going to be making their way into the main. StrifeCro stopping just briefly. A void ray does come out. He has double Stargates. He is getting another immortal, and the roaches look like they want to target just more pylons. This pylon does go down, which will unpower 2 gateways, but one of those was not a warp gate just yet. And StrifeCro has a lot more units. He is not attacking this third base. It looks like he wants to attack this, as a lot of the void rays are back at the main dealing with that. But no, he is going to be just pulling back, and we do have 3 zealots going around the map for RSVP, looking for any ninja bases, because that is so common for Zerg to take. And now we have the Hydras coming back in. A Storm does go off on these Hydras, does a lot of damage to the Hydras yet again. Storm is proving to be very valuable for RSVP right now. That one Archon does go down almost immediately. Now the Hydra's going to be going away from those cannons, but there are too many Void Rays for those Hydras to take out. But the Roaches did burrow in this main. I'm going to be taking out more probes. While we have the Zealots now going to be going over to this gold base. A lot of Roaches are put back. This one Immortal is going to be going down. The Overlord does fall. Immortal does go down. That is a big win for StrifeCro. Now he's going to be attacking this third base, forcing the Void Rays to come back and deal with it so he can't attack the gold base. All meanwhile, those Roaches are trying to burrow antics, and does have 3 still hidden here while he's going back here. Going to be taking out more and more workers. 61 probes though to 62, so there's 36 workers he's killed. Hasn't really affected the econ that much because StrifeCro doesn't look like he's been building too many workers. The Roaches do try to hide, but the Observer does find them all out. However, StrifeCro is now on 4 bases, as he does have the gold base. Doesn't have any drones getting gas at this one, but that is not too big of a deal. StrifeCro is taxed on minerals for whatever reason. And 16 Hydras coming out. He is just massing Hydras right now. And these Templars have been doing such a marvelous job at dealing with these Hydras. We'll see if the Hydras just get too many, as StrifeCro should have a much larger army, but it looks like it's still even. So the Storms really have been saving RSVP's butt this game. StrifeCro kind of just hanging out at the middle. We have 2 Zealots just wandering around looking for any ninja expands again. He knows that StrifeCro probably wants to take another base behind of all this attacking, so he is watching. He has Zealots around the map. This one probe is here. The Roach will find out the probe and take it out. There we go. I thought he was going to just ignore it, but no, the probe does go down. And again, there is the one Zealot here. The pylon here with 2 Stalkers going to be walking down to see if they can pick off that one Roach. And RSVP still has a lot of Void Rays. And that one Roach is going to be chased by that one Zealot, and the 2 Stalkers decide to ignore it. And now the Roach looks like he may actually be able to get away. He could burrow and just wander on over, as Tunneling Claws has been researched, I believe. No, it hasn't. Tunneling Claws has not been researched. We do have RSVP now taking the gold base, and this is going to come down to a battle at the middle. Whoever's going to win this battle will win the game. They're going for map control right now, and a base take out. All those Hydras do get stormed, and it looks like RSVP will be cleaning that up. Oh my god, does that storm do a lot of damage to his Hydras. And StrifeCro is forced to sacrifice this one gold base. This will put him on 3 bases, and his his third base is looking like it's about a third mined out, and that is definitely not good. He has to save this gold base. If this base goes down, well, RSVP will just pull so far ahead on the econ. The Roaches are going to go try and cancel the gold base, but the Zealots dealing with it. The drones are pulled off, and we have more and more Roaches coming to deal with this. But I don't think he can. These Void Rays are just too high of numbers. These Roaches will be going down, and I think that RSVP will just have numbers so he can deal with those Hydras. Of course, he has all of those Storms as well. And there goes the GG. And let's look at that last battle yet again to see the Storms go down. Not here. Let's go faster times 8. This Nexus will go up just before the battle. He's doing that cute Roach play. That probe, we can probably skip a little bit. Okay. Should be happening any minute. That probe does go down. And I just missed it. But we can... Oh, no, I didn't just miss it. Awesome. So here we go. Then battle is going to engage. And just watch this Hydra's HP just plummet to these storms. He is not moving them out. They're going to be eating up the full storm. A full storm pretty much deals 70 damage, I believe. Maybe 79. This one Hydra in the back. At 8 a full storm, just one storm it looked like, and well, he's at 1 HP, so they pretty much one-shot Hydras. Let's just watch it again, make sure only one storm went off in that area. I've always been curious how much damage storm does. These Hydras are up, no armor upgrades. I don't think it really affects his true damage. Here we go. Yeah, only one storm on that Hydra. He beats the whole thing in, I guess, 60 damage. Storm does about 6 damage, and Hydras have 80. That is definitely not good to tank that, and well, that goes the game. Hopefully you enjoyed this cast. My apologies, the games haven't been as good lately. I will be trying to find more games. Keep in mind, everyone went to MLG, and which means, well, they weren't playing ladder, so I don't really have a big repository. I've casted all the games I had. Good games should be coming, I would estimate no later than next week, so definitely keep checking in. I will try to keep getting one cast per day if I can find a game I find worthwhile of casting, so take care. This was EG.StrifeCro. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you.